Let's make sure we good. Good morning, chat. Make sure we could log in here. You know, I'm whipping today. You feel me? I'm whipping, finding somewhere. I just got my little breakfast. And excuse me if I sound different. I am a little bit under the weather, so that should say a lot. But yeah, I'm about to just basically find a spot to park at, and we're about to chop it up. So if you got your little smoke, make sure to smoke yours. If you got your coffee this morning, drink your coffee, make your tea, whatever you need to do. Thank God that it's a new day, you feel me? It's a new day to be good, new day to be great. And I know a lot of motherfuckers is probably sleeping in right now, because it's Saturday, right? Saturday morning. A lot of people got the Saturday morning cartoons and shit and the all type of stuff, right? So when y'all tune in, whatever time you tune in, just make sure you drop a like. Make sure to wish me a happy Saturday. It's crazy because I'm up pretty early right now and there's already people out. It's about to be 95 degrees. You know what I'm gonna do after I'm off work? You know what I'm gonna do? Throw something on that grill. And it feels like I haven't done it in a minute either. I haven't been on the grill in a minute. It's like a fatty. Yeah, we just gonna go park right here. Perfect little spot. Oh, matter of fact, got a little better spot. Just cause I don't want to be the only car, you feel me? I be thinking about that too sometimes. Just know when you go to a smoke spot, make sure that you ain't sketchy, bro. Please make sure you don't look sketchy. Swear. That's the last thing you need. My bad if the camera's shaking. I'm going through this little alley right now. My tires got it though. These off-roads. I can use these for off-roads. That's one reason I like bigger cars, because them tires, man, I be driving this on the beach, on the little trails, off the roads. My little Jetta couldn't do that. I used to have a Jetta. Ever since I upgraded to this one, oh yeah, we done set. Alright, yeah, we finna just smoke right here in the parking lot, because at least there's other cars in this, you feel me? And you ain't never gonna get, I don't know who has been caught in the parking lot, but knock on wood, I'm gonna just mind my business like everybody else I see in the cars. And one thing about me is I don't park next to people. I be minding my own business. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, it's another day. I'm trying to keep up with the stream, you feel me? Trying to keep up with it. Oh shoot. Big old pothole. Yeah, we just gonna be right outside this little coffee shop. This cool right here. Alright, yep. There we go. So yeah, basically, you know, it's another episode with Chop It Up with Don. And something just made me wanna talk about, based on the title, you know, you can see hustling ain't healing. You feel me? Like, what does that mean to you, first of all? Like, hustling isn't healing. Like, I feel like we're so programmed to think that we got to chase the bag, you feel me? The bag, that money be making us happy, that money be X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, it's like, you could be having, you know those millionaires who are depressed because they're alone, they don't have shit? I mean, it's like the same thing. It's like, why would you sit there and be like, nah, I'm mad, so I'm gonna just go work, and then you're so lost in work that you don't know how to, you never really healed. All you did was work, you feel me? And I think that's yeah, it's a distraction. It's definitely a distraction, because motherfuckers could sit there and be like, well, I don't want to, you know, work and save my life, and that's probably true, but at the end of the day, did it really heal you? You feel me? So let's say, let me just give an example, because I know everybody like examples, everybody like that shit, right? So let's say I got a homegirl, right? I got a homegirl, and let's say that her boyfriend cheated on her, X, Y, and Z, and she's like, you know what, fuck this, or F this motherfucker, I'm about to just go and do my own thing, I'm gonna go work. But she's never really healed. That homegirl, all she did was go and work. She still don't trust none of you niggas because she never did her healing. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, she's a hustler, she's a baddie, she got her own shit, but did she ever heal from her last relationship? Did she ever heal? Vice versa go for a man too. Like, damn, bro got cheated on, and he just went to the gym, he just went to do, went to work out and has all this money, but he still doesn't trust these girls. Now he still has trust issues. He still got, bro, it's deep. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just easy. I'm telling you. Hustling, like, bro, we're taught to hustle for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with hustling. Ain't nothing wrong with distracting yourself with the job. But at the same time, you gotta heal. You gotta be able to heal. And it goes hand in hand too, you feel me? Like, hustling and distractions and healing, that shit goes hand in hand. Because now I'm hustling, out of sight, out of mind, bitch. I'm not even thinking about you. Vice versa. Nigga, I'm not even thinking about you. But I'm still not healing in a way that I should. I'm healing, but not in a way that I should, if that makes sense. It all just depends on how you view it, you feel me? Like, I know niggas right now who hustle every day, right? They just hustling, they have to, to survive. Granted, that's what you gotta do, right? You gotta hustle to survive. Like, I ain't mad at that. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I see it in my family, like, men are, they're kind of sad because all they're doing is making money. They're making money, but they're not healing. So whatever problems they had, or whatever psychological trauma what they had with their girl or their baby mamas and X, Y, and Z, they're thinking that money's gonna put a band-aid on that, but it really doesn't. Like, you can't take money with you when you're gone. I hope y'all know that. Like, this money, it goes away. It's not even, let's be real. Money's not, it's not even I already said this before, it's a made-up sequence. It's X's, O's, zeros, and ones. You feel me? It's the algorithm. It's just a bunch of codes. Like, if you really think about it, like, all right, we're working a 9 to 5, right? Society wants you to work a 9 to 5. They want you to work full-time or part-time or overtime, right? So you got full-time, part-time, overtime. You got part-time being, 20 hours, full-time, 40-plus hours, overtime over 40, 60 hours, right? What are you doing with all that money that they're paying you? Like, let's say a business, they're getting the money from the state, right? And then they're paying you. But what you got to understand is, like, it's all just a hustle. Like, the government is hustling that small business is hustling you, and you're hustling just trying to get it. And it's all like a loop. Y'all got to stay with me here, because I know I could say a lot of stuff, but it's really just like a loop. So then you got those businesses who try to break the loophole, like the let's see, like the churches, nonprofits, those places who don't pay taxes, right? Like nonprofit organizations, they're funded by the government. They don't have to pay. They don't pay taxes. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I don't. At least in Washington State, nonprofits, they don't pay taxes, and neither do the churches. So it's like the church hustles its own people. Like, let's talk about that too. So it's like, you got people in the church that are following the Lord, giving their life to Jesus Christ, and I'm not just talking about Christianity. You have the mosque, you have the temple, whatever, you feel me? But you have those people who try to guide you, but it's like, hey, and while I'm guiding you, let me see how much you got, because I'm hustling you too. I've been scamming all my life to where I need to hustle you, and I got that mouthpiece, and I know how to make you do shit that I didn't even have to force it. You just gave it to me. You feel me? And it's a lot with the preachers and the pastors. They use people who are vulnerable, people who maybe just got out of jail, widowed, grandmothers, anything. And of course they're gonna use God as an example, but it's just, I think it's just a lot when it comes to the government and how they're hustling other businesses and churches and stuff, and then those churches and businesses hustle us as humans, as Americans. So it's just crazy. It's really crazy. Because another thing is, I seen in the church where this guy, he was telling everyone, this pastor, he was telling everyone in his church, God gave me a vision, and the vision was, if you pass away, God will give you a land in heaven. You'll get land in heaven. You're gonna get reserved spaces. There's a house. God just told me, in a vision, right? So he's preaching this, right, to his what is it, the audience, right, or whatever, everyone who's going to church, the church members. And so one lady come up, and one lady's like, I'm feeling sick. I'm gonna pass away soon. Can you pray for me? She asked the pastor to pray for her. The pastor's like, whatever. Basically, this is what the pastor said. Whatever happens, on earth or in the afterlife, God has you. And you know what? God gave me a vision, and he has a house for you. He has a mansion for you. He has land and property and everything you've ever wanted. God told me that. And all you got to do is give me your bank account information to reserve your spot in heaven. I was like, what the fuck? Hey, that was the craziest thing. The pastor, he took a left turn so fast. He was like, yeah, and God just gave me this vision, and all I need is your information to reserve your spot in heaven. And it sounds funny, right? It sounds funny, bruh. But the lady did it. And you know who else did it? All of the people in the church. So now the pastor, he's not getting in trouble for it, because he's not forcing them to do it. He's just like, hey, if you want to reserve your spot in heaven, donate right here in the pot. So now it's like, so you can't trust people who hustle. You can't trust people who especially in the church, because those pastors and stuff, not all, but and like I said, I'm not only talking about Christianity. This happens in every man, can be a priest, whatever. But what I'm saying is, they're hustling the people that come in. Not everyone, but most people. You feel me? So they're hustling, now they got a whole bunch of people thinking that they got land in heaven when they don't. Let me tell you another one. Y'all heard of the story about the pastor who was selling holy water? And he had the bottles of holy water, regular water bottle, and he was like, yeah, this water right here, it's gonna cure everything, all your diseases, everything, and God just gave me the vision, and I'm here to share it with you today. If you just donate, then everybody gets holy water, man. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, the church isn't even the church no more, bruh. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that the church they're hustling just like motherfuckers on the corner. Let's keep it real. They just doing it a different way. They really are. They're just doing it a different way. And like I said, there ain't nothing wrong with hustling. But when you're doing it that way, oh, you can't be a preacher and lead people and steal from them at the same time. That's contradicting. You feel me? That's contradicting. It's crazy. I know that shit came to my mind, because it's like, dang, pastors really will work that Sunday, right? That one Sunday, and they'll preach, make up a sermon, right? And then they'll really just be about the money. They'll really just be like, all right, donate, let's get your money in here. And then next week, and why the pastor got a brand new fit on and X, Y, and Z. You ever see that? Or the pastor got the nicest cologne and all the ladies love him. Why is the pastor got all the bling and this and that, and the church still got a leak in the roof? And we still got spider. You feel me? I think it's crazy, especially because churches don't pay taxes. So you also got to think about that. And I know I'm getting maybe off topic about the hustling and healing part, but it does go back. It does loop around. You feel me? Because what the churches do is, I'm gonna talk about the bigger ones, like the T.D. Jakes and the Joel Osteens, and like those mega churches. They got the Megatron, the LED, it damn near look like a club in there, or you feel me, like an arena. How much do you think that cost? And then you're streaming the sermons on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Come get money, come tune in, and then they're getting paid from that. So it's really like, bruh, this shit is so crazy, because the mega churches, it's not even like, they're not really giving back to the community. When have you seen let's say a black church like T.D. Jakes or Kirk Franklin or any of them really give back to the lower class. Like, you don't really see that, for real. Like, I'm really trying to think. Like, I don't... And correct me if I'm wrong. Like, drop a comment. But I don't think T.D. Jakes or Marvin Sapp... No, none of them. And speaking of Marvin Sapp, he was the pastor that never would have made it without you. That motherfucker just told everybody in his church, all the ushers, hey, lock the doors until we get 60K. We need 60K. Everyone reach deep in your pockets. We need 60K before anyone could leave the church. Like, bro, that shit is so crazy, and I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. Damn, gotta smoke for a second. I'm at that 15-minute market. I can smoke now. But yeah, it's like, that's just crazy because the pastors are people you should trust, quote unquote. They doing it for the money. The other day, check this. I'm gonna get off the church topic. The other day I was chilling with my homeboy, right? And he's cool. I just met him like a couple days ago, you know, like he was an acquaintance, and you know, I first smoked with him now, and he's cool, right? So I was smoking with bro, and we were just talking, chopping it up. And he said, yeah, man, I'm trying to get another job, but there's just, you know, I want to get paid for what I do, right? So I'm like, yeah, man, I feel it, right? So I'm like, yeah, I feel it. Bro sits next to me. He's like, D, there's been 5 different cops that came up to me offering me a job with the police department with a $10,000 sign-on bonus. I said, what the fuck, 10,000? Mind you, you know his skin color. He's a white boy. He said, D, the cops want to pay me 10K to be a part of the training to join the police academy. Should I do it? I said, bro, you do whatever you want. If you need, like, the money, it sounds good, but what is that really worth? You feel me? Because once you get in that police academy, once you get in that system and start, they own you. I'm sorry, I don't care. They own you. Military, U.S., they are on your whereabouts. They know your fingerprints. They know everything. They know what you have for dinner, what you thinking about. No, I didn't tell him all that. But no, I was just like, hey, whatever you want to do, you know, do it. You feel me? Like, but the whole point is, like, he was saying how shady the cops are. He told the cops, he was like, I don't really want to do it. You know, I'm not comfortable joining the police academy. It's not something that I'm interested in, you know? But the cops was like, you know, we'll give you a $10,000 sign-on bonus. Just come on, join the force. He's like, no, I smoke weed, you know, I drink a lot, you know, I'm battling addiction. The cop goes, well, it's okay, come on, still join, it's okay. He's like, nah, man, I'm a recovering meth addict. Cop's like, no, it's okay, we'll still pay you 10. Bruh, and he was going back and forth, and I'm just like, damn, because I already knew cops are shady. You know, this is not rocket science, but to go, I never heard of a cop really trying to go and recruit, talking about, like, I'll give you 10K if you just come and look. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. That is wild to me, bro. You know that ain't happening to none of my black homies. You know none of my black homies no cop's gonna ask the black homie, hey, I'll give you 10K. And if they do, that's an undercover rat. We know, look, I'm gonna just keep it real. We know that when a square come around, that's probably a cop. Like, where you come from? Who are you? You know, like, what are you doing? You feel me? Because you never know. I don't trust people like that. But hey, let me get back to the topic, because that's crazy. Cops are they shady too, but people want to hustle, and so they're like, damn, I'm down bad, I need money, I don't have anything, they're trying to give me 10K. Let me go get 10K, but then boom, you're owned. You don't have nothing. Like, bro, you can't get out of that shit. Like, you're signing a contract. And law enforcement, yeah, okay, they don't let your ass die. Or something may happen, so a tragedy may happen or something, God forbid. But people think that hustling and getting money, like, that's the route to happiness. And my whole point is, it's not. It's not the route to happiness at all. Because there's people who are millionaires that are depressed and alone, and bitches do not fuck with them. I'm going to tell you that. Like, you ever had a nigga who got hella money, but that nigga's just weird as fuck? It's just weird. Because all he know how to do is get money, but now he don't know what to do with it. Now he's just blowing it on bullshit. Now he's not healing. Now he's still beating bitches up, but he got a bankroll. That's what I'm saying. Hustling and having money, like, you gotta know what you're doing. That shit is not just... It's not just like I'm gonna work every day, I'm gonna get money. Because where do you think this money is coming from and going? You're earning it to spend, to give it back. You're earning it to give it back. That's really the whole point of money. Let's keep it real. Let's just break it all the way down. Stimulus checks. What do you think happened? People was going crazy over them, right? People was losing lives over $1,200 during COVID. I didn't forget about that. Y'all was acting like you ain't never seen $1,200 in your life. What the fuck? Loans and shit, which I get it. Like, hey, I'm gonna just say this: whatever you end up doing, we get reparations. I give you that. Like, they rob us. I see why people be yamming and doing this, right? But at the same time, if you're gonna do something like that, make sure it goes to where it needs to go. You feel me? Make sure that money's actually going towards something. Because what the fuck is the point of doing shit and you might get caught X, Y, and Z? You feel me? Or look, you ever been with a man? This for my ladies. And I'll do one for the guys too after. But ladies, you ever been with a man who thinks that, alright, all I'm supposed to do is go to work and come home. That's it. I don't got to do nothing else. I just got to go to work, go home. As long as I'm giving you this money and the lights are on, I don't got to do nothing else for you. That's not healing, bro. That is not what a relationship should be. A man should not just be going home and coming to sleep and giving his girlfriend all his money. I'm sorry. I don't know what part of the game that came from, but y'all females, y'all gotta have your own money too. Now I'm gonna put it for the guys. Guys, you shouldn't be going to work slaving yo 12-hour shifts to just give her all the money and she does not do anything for you. You shouldn't even really give her your money. But that's if you want to. You feel me? Some people think that when we become married, that's our money. That's both of us. So some people think like that. But I'm going to say that's where America got us fucked up. Because why do we have to sign a contract saying, oh, I hustled all my life, I worked, I built this business, and now you get half of it. And if we break up, you can take half of it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's deeper. It goes. It's a contract. They want to know where you are on paper. They want to keep track. And I'm not gonna say too much because I want to get cut off. But it does definitely go super deep. You feel me? And and they say it's traditional, right? Oh, it's traditional for the man to go to work. It's traditional for him to give all the money to his wife and to make sure that the lights are on and all she got to do is cook and clean, right? We are in 2025. We ain't doing that. I'd be damned if I'm with a girl who don't go and get some money. I'm sorry. But we're not in the 1800s or whatever. You feel me? Shit changes. Generations change. So it's like when we hustle, we're hustling to not only save up, but actually, man, we gotta know how to heal when we have our money. Money ain't a healing aspect. It's just something like paper. Like, it's just paper. It grow on trees. You feel me? It's just something. The value of the dollar is going down. The value of the coin. Like, come on now. Like, let's really get into it. Our dollar is not even worth it. Let's be all the way real. But it's crazy because a lot of people will shoot, kill, die for, do a whole bunch of stuff for the dollar, the Benjamin Franklin. So as long as y'all healthy, I'm gonna put it this way: there's no issue with hustling. There's no issue with working. There's no issue with doing that. But don't sit there and use that as a crutch to try to heal. That's all I'm saying. That's the point of this. You feel me? Don't sit there and be like, yep, I'm gonna go to work to help me heal, because that's not gonna heal you. That's just gonna put you in the work grind mode. And why you think so many niggas be grinding and oh, I gotta go to work? Because some of them just be hurt. Same with the females. Why you think a lot of them, even if they don't work, look, even if, because look, it's always not a 9 to 5. Some of these females be stay-at-home moms and they still be getting money, but that shit's draining because they don't know what to do with the money after they get it. They don't know what to do with it because it's the same thing over and over every single day. Or some people already got money, like inherited, already got it, and now I'm just sitting on it and I don't know what to do because I already know how much I'm gonna get, I already know how much I have, so now I'm just living life and going through the motions. You guys gotta really heal and find something that makes you happy. That's the moral of it, because if you think money's gonna make you happy, you got a long way to go, a long ass way to go. Because I'm telling you, bro, you can't take that shit with you when you die. You think that designer, all that shit's gonna... Nah. If you really gonna get some money, if you really gonna hustle, and you really gonna burn out, make sure it's worth it, bro. Make sure you're actually... Alright, well, I'm gonna burn out for my kids and make sure that they're set. So after I'm gone, they don't gotta worry about nothing. They can have this house. They can have this business. They can have these cars. They'll be set. That's what you really should be hustling for. Not for no fucking... puffer or no fucking bucket hat. Like, come on now, you don't need none of that. And I'm not saying don't take care of yourself. Yeah, you could go shopping, but damn, when you spending your check on just weed bottles, going out to the club sections, and you're not investing in no property or no land, what the fuck are you really hustling for? Like, come on now. Like, it's time. It's we don't have much time on this world, bro. People think, yeah, we can just, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or like, you feel me? Death can happen at any time. That's all I'm gonna say. Death can happen when you're least expecting it. You could be totally fine. You could just be wrong place, wrong time. You feel me? You don't even have to have no enemies. You could just be literally being yourself, walking down the street, bruh. So it's like, what it do, Tyler? You know I'm up early, man. Wake and bake real quick. But yeah, man, it's just like, we don't have a lot of time on this earth. So when you want to hustle and like when you gotta get it, make sure that shit's worth it. Don't just do it for the cars, but it's really for generational, the generations behind you. Because like I said, we could die tomorrow and not even be involved in no gang shit or nothing. We're just at the wrong place. You feel me? We could just be going to the dispensary trying to get some weed and, oh, we're at the wrong place. We can go to get some gas and boom, we're at the wrong place. Or go to get some food at the wrong place. So, you feel me? Make sure that you're not leaving your kids or your generation with just clothes. Well, here's the puffer I could give to my son. Well, here's some Jordans I could give to him. Because what the fuck is he going to do with some Jordans in 20 years? Let's really think about that. What the fuck is he going to do with a chain in 20 years? You better hustle for some property. I'm just saying. I'd rather hustle and buy a couple horses and some cows, and I know that shit's gonna last, and buy some land. You feel me? Because then I know when I'm gone, look, I already got crops and X, Y, and Z, and now they know how to do it, bro. It's just deep. But America doesn't teach you that. They teach you in school, nah, just get a 9 to 5, pay your bills. They don't teach you to own something. They don't teach you to go get land. They don't teach you to none of that shit, bro. They don't teach you any of that. They teach you to go get a 9 to 5 and pay your fucking rent. That's it. So once y'all know how to outgrow that cycle, or that like loop, and then you're set, bro. You're set. It doesn't take long to fix generational curses and shit. Because a lot of people, like in your family, they might not even know how to get property, or they might not know anything because they wasn't taught it. So y'all got to be the ones to be like, hold on, I'm not trying to do a 9 to 5 every day and get minimum wage and for nothing to pay rent and give it right back to the government. You feel me? Make it make sense. That's why it's important to own something. That's why it's important to have stuff in your name, bruh. That shit is so important. Because look, nobody wants to get up and go to work every day just for it to not pay off in the end. Because we always got to think of the end goal. Yeah, we might need shit right now. We might need money in XYZ right now, but like, what's the end goal? I know nobody want to just sit there and pay rent for the rest of their life. I know that. Like, I know no one just wants to sit and be like, all right, let me pay the landlord, let me go to get my check. Like, nobody wants to do that. And if you do, all right, that's you comfortable. I'm not shitting on those, but if you want more out of life, you gotta put in more. You gotta make it make sense. And only a few people will really like get what I'm saying, because a lot of people will be like, well, why are you doing this? Like, the system will, like, there's no way to outsmart the system. But nah, you gotta have a real strong mindset to do that. Some people are like, nah, what's the point? What's the point if we're like, there's no point in doing it? And I'm just like, bruh, if you're sitting there thinking there's no point in trying to buy land, then we're not even on the same page, bro. You don't even talk to me. And if you're thinking there's no point in trying to not work a 9 to 5, bro, don't even talk to me. If you're comfortable with working a 9 to 5, cool, that's fine. But if you want more, like, you know, because look, I'm gonna tell you this. I know somebody who makes 6 figures and she still is struggling, bro. So what the fuck does that tell you about your 9 to 5? If you got somebody who's making 6 figures and they're still talking about, like, yeah, I'm not comfortable, yeah, I still want to make more money. Like, come on, there's never enough money to make anybody satisfied. That's what I'm gonna say. But what you can do is invest that money into something that will make you satisfied. And I'm not talking about fucking cheeseburger, bro. I'm not talking about fucking Jordans or anything, or like the new game, but I'm actually talking about shit that's gonna last for 10 years plus, like 20 years plus. I'm telling you, that should be real. That should be real. A lot of the times, man, they don't tell you this shit in school, bro. They teach you to get a job when you're 16. They say when you're 16, even 15, you better start working. And that's in America, bro. I promise you, you go to another country, them kids are already working. And I promise you, in other countries, they don't give a fuck about a credit score. But that in America, we gon' categorize you guys based off your credit. So the broke people go over here, and if your credit score is high, come over here. And if your credit score is this, then you get to have this house. But if yours is like this, then you're gonna live over here. Like, bruh, in other countries, they're not worried about that shit. They're worried about who has the money, who doesn't have the money, who's safe, who's not safe. That's who can be in my neighborhood. Like, you're not doing it based off of no damn credit score. You go to China, they know everything about you already. They'll scan your face, so you don't even know you're being scanned. You'll walk down the sidewalk, they're already knowing who you are. So it's like, bruh, America just got specific rules that they instill in you as a kid, and it's like, well, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But then they teach you, okay, now you got to go to school to be a doctor, but then you got to pay to go to school. So if you want to come and be a doctor, then you got to pay, and you got to get into this college first. So let's see your test scores. Oh, to take the test, you got to pay more money to take. You see how it's all a scam from the beginning? To even get into college, how much you got to pay to get in, and then you got to stay and pay every year, bro. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's wild. It's wild. What'd you say? You said that's because that person isn't living within your means. If you're making 6 figures and you're still struggling, bro, that's what that also is a thing though. Because if you're making 6 figures and you're still struggling, that just means that that person might not have, like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this: a lot of these people who have money, they know how to manage it, but they also spend too much because they know this is how much I have. Or if they got an inheritance or their grandparents left the money, they're gonna just spend because they already know, well, this is what I have and this is what I'm gonna get. And when my other grandparent dies, I already know I'm gonna get this and the house and the car, and the property. So what do I really need to do? Those are the people who have money and they spend it, bro. But as for like the 6 figures, like, bro, I feel like once you're at a specific height, like, you reach a goal, or let's say you're a doctor and you're making 6 figures. That still might not be enough to support your 7 kids and your wife who doesn't work, who's a stay-at-home mom. Because look, you got to think about that. You're as one now. If you're independent making 6 figures, maybe that's different. But if you're married with kids and a wife, 6 figures isn't shit, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like it's not shit, because then you got to support the kids, send the kids through school, right? The kids want cars. Imagine buying fucking 7 cars for each kid, bro. Or then the clothes for the kids. And the kids don't want to work because they already know, well, my dad has money. I'm just going to inherit his money. Like, bro, you got people out there like that too, and it's crazy. And it's just a system, bro. I feel like it's all fucked up. I'm not going to lie to you. Because then you see the most humble people who don't give a fuck about money who are happy as fuck. You got people who are making 6 figures who are depressed, or they're lonely, or it's just crazy. It's just kind of crazy, bro. It's wild. But yeah, 6 figures isn't enough if you're raising a family. You might as well just, like, I would say if you're making 6 figures and you have a wife and like more and like kids and shit and all that, trying to send them to college, bro, you might as well just invest that money you're getting into something else that's gonna last longer, because there's no fucking way 6 figures is gonna go through like that. Life savings is gone, bruh. Don't die either, because then your kids get it all. Listen, if a woman ain't trying to work, it's time for her to go. Bro, that's what I'm saying, too. Like, it's not the 1800s no more. Like, it's not traditional. Like, a woman shouldn't be a stay-at-home mom. Now, if you have a husband and a wife making 6 figures, oh, then you should be set for sure. You shouldn't even have to worry, bruh. You shouldn't even have to worry. Like, at all, man. Those people usually be the ones that are like, not 6 figures. The people who make more than 6 figures. I'm talking about, like, you know, the weirdos, bruh. The people who get caught on the Epstein Islands and shit, bro. That's when they don't know what to do with their money. And they just start doing shit. Like, oh, let me buy this kid. Oh, let me buy this kid. Like, what the fuck? And that's why people say, oh, a lot of these millionaires and billionaires are weird. Hollywood is weird, because that's where all the, you know, Beverly Hills and all that stuff. Like, you ever wonder why they say, oh, they're like predators and stuff? It's because they haven't worked a day in their life and they have money and they don't know what to do with it, so now they're just buying shit and doing drugs, or they just fall off the deep end. What's one of the most, what's her name, Lindsay Lohan? Didn't she fall off? And Britney Spears, and they had all the money. Like, they have money. Paris Hilton, her dad owns the fucking Hiltons, bruh. Every Hilton that you see internationally, and like, that's the Hilton. So it's like, that bitch is even weird too. Like, bro, you hear so much, like, the more money you have, they say the more money, more problems, and I feel like that's real. You might as well just stay broke and figure out how to be happy by your damn self. Because you see all these celebrities, and even, I was just talking about it last time, Tyler Perry. Bro, Tyler Perry got so much money, it don't make no sense. He has compounds and studios and X, Y, and Z. But yeah, he got caught for some, oh my god, there's a bee, what the fuck? He got caught for some pedophilic shit. Yeah, and that's because I feel like he just had so much money, and he told the dude, I'll pay you to do this weird shit with me, and I'll give you an extra role in the movie, and I'll put you in my show for a season. Like, bruh, how many, like, how, like, you know, once you get to a certain height, like, money wise, then you, like, you know, there's more problems, bro. I don't want to say too much, but I feel like that's when the Illuminati comes in, bruh. Yeah, Britney Spears went crazy, and she was never broke. What the fuck? That's why the Illuminati, bro. Don't get me started on the fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, because that couple right there, Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know how much money they have just off their fucking names itself, just off of, like, if Beyonce wanted to sell a piece of her hair, she would be set for generations, bro. And that's crazy. If Jay-Z just wanted to sell a sock, bro, he would be set for generations. And that's wild. But I feel like once you get that much power over the people and you're influencer, like you're influencing them, or you have just so much money, it's you have to do weird shit. And that's where that whole Illuminati shit, that whole selling your soul shit comes in, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. I swear, bro. I swear to God. Hey, who else? Taylor Swift. She's another one. She got bank. Taylor Swift got so much fucking money. She got so much influence over anybody. They will kill over her, bruh. Just like they'll do Beyonce, just like they would do Jay-Z, just with like certain people when they have that money. Justin Timberlake, let's see, the Lumineers, that band, they'll go crazy for that band. Like, bruh, if you have just money, bro, I'm telling you, you're bound to do weird shit. I'm not saying they all do weird shit, but hey, them child stars be turning out weird. Everybody be turning out weird. And I heard that Jay-Z and Beyonce were trying to do some weird shit to their kids and sell her kid into sex and all type of weird shit, bro. Like, this shit's, like, come on now. Once you get money, and don't get me started on Diddy. That nigga had bank. He was making all the songs for generations, bruh. He had everybody singing. He had everybody signed to his label. So, you know, it's just what comes with money, it's more problems for surely. And all of them aren't happy. Like, Diddy was happy for a minute, then that shit happened. These people be happy for a minute. Britney Spears was happy for a second. What's the other one who went crazy? Wasn't there another white girl who went crazy? I can't think of her name right now, but she had hella money. It wasn't Hannah Montana. I think it was more Disney stars. Yeah, all the Disney kids ended up crazy. Yeah, all of them. Orlando Brown, dude from Corey in the House, crazy. All those. Justin Bieber, his ass, he got hella money. Bieber, then he's over there tweaking, bro. Bieber has been tweaking. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Bieber. But yeah, man, it's just like the more money, it just seems like people aren't happy. That's the whole point of it. Like, people, I see it too. Like, people will hustle their whole entire life, and it seems like the happiest people are the ones who don't have much. Like, they're content. Like, they're not chasing the money. Like, money comes to them. You feel me? And that shit is what heals you. When the money comes to you, when you're not just like, oh, I'm staying up all night to get this money. I gotta get this money. That's when you just starting to, man, like, I get it when you have to, but like, nigga, when you standing outside every single day trying to get some money, bro, you gotta just make sure that shit's worth your time and worth what you're fucking doing. So don't be doing that to just get no weed or no bottles. What the fuck? We do not have time for that shit. Facts. I'm telling you. But another thing you gotta watch out for, I'm gonna end it on this. The more money you have, you're gonna attract people that you probably wouldn't attract. So girls might just be with you because you got your bag. Niggas might fuck with you just because you have money. Be careful who you attract once you start getting your money. And I suggest not flashing your money, because it don't make no sense flashing money that you just gonna spend and not, like, bruh, what the fuck is the point? Bro, you see all these rappers flexing their money with jewelry and all that. Like, bro, buy a fucking house, buy a boat, buy some property, buy something. God damn. But like I said, not everybody, you know, they don't think like that. They're not thinking in the future or for generations. So just make sure whatever your hustle is, you're making it count. You're putting that money away, bruh. Like, real shit. Because we're not going to be here forever. I always say that, bro. You could die any moment. Even if you don't have kids, that money that you're earning, you got to hustle it, save it. And when you are ready to start a family, or when you are ready to move to the next step, get married, whatever the fuck you want to do, that's what you could do. Whenever you're ready to buy property, buy land, or if you just want to fucking travel and say fuck land, do that. But just make it make sense, though, for surely. A lot of Americans won't ever travel. They'll stay within the same vicinity. Like, they won't even go see other countries. A lot of motherfuckers don't even have a passport. They don't teach you to travel. They don't teach you to do that. They'll teach you to go get a 9 to 5. So that's all I'm saying, is just make sure you invest your money, because time is important. That rappers definitely, rappers are not thinking about no fucking generational, bro. Nah, they're thinking about the next Rolex and bullshit, bro. It's stupid. I hate seeing that shit too, bro. I hate seeing that, because they be having talent. Don't get me wrong, some of these artists have talent, but damn, what the fuck are you doing? Like, spending it on just bullshit. Like, bro, if I went viral, if I had that much money, I'm not buying a fucking, like, bro, I'm not buying jewelry, bro. That's like, clothes and jewelry is just something that's materialistic. Like, I don't know, you gotta invest something else. I feel like the biggest thing, one of these guys that I was looking up on the internet, he's a jazz like player. He does musicians, like just jazz music and all that shit, right? He's not a rapper. He just does violinist and stuff like that, piano, all that. But one of these guys, one of these men heard him playing his piano on the street, and was like, hey, can I hire you for a date? You know, like, I got a date coming and I want to have some live jazz music. I'll give you $500,000. And I'm like, what the fuck? $500K just for him to play one song, and that's jazz music, bro. And he was the guy ended up being, you know, some billionaire or whoever, and he was taking this lady out. So the dude, you know, packed up his violin, went up to this like rooftop, and literally played the same jazz song for 4 hours straight, and he got paid. And I just feel like that guy, he invested in more more equipment, new violin. That's what you got to do. You got to do shit like that. Like, all right, you never know your opportunities, bro. It's just oh my god, it's crazy. I think it's crazy, because you never know who you'll meet. You'll never know where hustling can get you, if you're actually doing it right, if you're actually putting your money somewhere. Because now the violinist, he has a contract. What's his name? Michael Brown or something. Something on Google. He does trap violin, but he's hella dope. He be making beats and stuff now. But it's like, you never know. That's just crazy. And now he could be set generationally for his family, for his kids, for, you know, and teach them how to play instruments. So it's a 2-for-1, bro. It's a 2-for-1. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to chop it up this morning. Might do some reactions later, but happy Saturday. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure not to think that hustling is healing. There's a difference, motherfuckers.